Welcome to The Pull Bag. Join us as we dig out our latest comics and discuss them with a rotating panel of the GCRN crew. So sit back and enjoy this week's Pull Bag.
Hello and welcome to The Pull Bag. This is episode 127. I am your host, TFG1Mike. Joining me is once again Nicole, BeatlesDiva, Hailstorm. Hello.
Bonjour. Aloha. Hello. Hola.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
It's like, all I think was mahalo for some odd reason, but that's Lilo and Stitch. Yeah. We're here in this double feature Wednesday for D4VE from IDW Publishing. Also, Monkey had the first series, IDW has the second series. As always, story and letters by Ryan Ferrier, art and colors by Valentin Ramon. This is 4 issues instead of 5 this time. Mm-hmm. The first issue has 3 covers. The main cover is Dave, and well, it's a statue of himself, mm-hmm. and he's sitting on it with a couple of crazy taxi looking or Fifth Element looking taxis flying by.
Well, one of them's his car.
Yeah, but it looks like Bruce Willis's taxi from Fifth Element. The second cover is a. Let me zoom in here. I can't even see it. The second cover is him, what looks like in prehistoric times. So that's kind of
it's kind of like giveaway. A play on Planet of the Apes. Kind of.
Yeah, that's true. If only there was a giant meter maid. Oops, wrong franchise. And then the final cover, which has to be my favorite, Slime on the Wall. He's sitting on the toilet. I don't know why. Because I assume this is an office bathroom. I don't think this is his own personal bathroom at home, but I assume this is somewhere in his in his corporate life. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there's a picture in the background, so I'm thinking it might be his.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's my favorite too. I love that cover.
Yeah, the one with the bathroom. Yeah, that's my favorite too. That's actually going to be part of the art for the featured banner for the episode. So we open up and we have a statue of Dave being erected in the city.
Well, it has been erected.
Well, yeah.
And people are starting to already graffiti it.
Yeah.
How'd they get up there?
Grappling hooks. It's, apparently Batman, stopped off at the local hardware store or something and supplied them with a bunch of grappling hooks.
I like that there's a target on his crotch.
I
think his son probably did that.
Yeah, Scotty is such an ass in this story.
Yeah, Scotty, he needs therapy.
I remember when the preview for this first issue came out. I was cycling through the preview pages, and I hadn't read the first series yet. I had seen that the second series had started, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll put, I'm on IDW's server list, so I'm like, oh, cool, I'll put the preview on the GCRN site. I put it on there. So I just started looking through the pages, and the whole what's up butthorns, and this is Dave, and coming to you live from Earth, which I saved from an alien invasion 365 night cycles ago. It's just, and we've already talked about the first series the day this goes live, so I still love these characters.
They're great characters. They're very well written.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan has done such a great job with this. I mean, it's just so cool. So Dave is stuck in traffic.
As always.
Traffic, ass, dick, cars.
He's just like anyone that's stuck in a traffic jam, Yeah.
The commute can still upload its face to its ass, but all in all, we rebuilt the city pretty good.
Yeah, I love this whole city scene, especially the flasher.
Yes.
The Robo Flasher.
That's just not
Where
even
he's showing
right.
his inner circuits.
Yeah. Yeah. So at the end of the first series, we had him kind of going into his wanton profession of being in the military and kind of getting his old life back. Kind of. I mean, obviously he's not on the battlefield and all that stuff, but he's, ranking general in the military here.
Yeah, he's working with the cadets. So.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't even imagine this, but you take R. Lee Ermey. You take Sergeant Hartman from Full Metal Jacket and you put his voice to Dave, and oh my god, that would be amazing! He's essentially a drill sergeant for the cadets.
Which includes his son.
Yeah, which includes his son, that's interesting. Because at first, because originally I took a bunch of bullet point notes as I was reading this, and one of my first notes was, well, this started out very well, which means I do not trust Ferrier for one job's damn second. I just don't trust the guy now. He's writing this way too cool. He's writing this to be way too good, and some sort of shit is gonna hit the fan.
Yeah.
I have two notes here. At first, it was nice to see Scotty making something of himself, and then something happens down the line where I wrote, "Oh, Scotty is such an ass."
Yeah, it's like a circuit went off, and it was just like, whoop.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, and we'll get to this. It's like Scotty could only have one person love him in his life. First, it was his mom, and he hated his dad. Mm-hmm. Now he likes his dad. We'll get to this in the future, and he doesn't like anyone else basically in life. Mm-hmm. But and then we'll see his friend Brad. Is Brad? Yeah, Brad. So, and then he'll start hating his dad again.
Yeah, pretty much. So we have this new character here saying, "Hey, Dave, the cadets are all ready for you in there," and at first, I didn't read the name right. I read it as 93rd for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Are you talking about Steve?
No, Beth.
Oh, Beth. Okay.
Yeah, I read the B as a 9, and I'm like, wait, what? What the hell did I just do? So we've got the training sequence here that's coming up. We've got everybody pretty much respecting Dave for the most part.
Well, he saved the world. Of course they're going to respect.
Yeah, that's true. General, Private Scotty's calibrating again. Oh god, that's
so disgusting.
It's just not even right.
That kid has problems, man. He needs to upgrade.
Yeah. No, dude, the jerkin. We talked about this like a vajillion times already. Oh, boy. So they're going through drills. We meet Brad. And Brad's pretty much on Dave's side for the most part.
I like Brad. Brad's cool. He's got 3D glasses. I love it.
Who knew 500 years in the future 3D glasses would come back? Like actual 1980s plastic. These things look like the old plastic red and blue glasses we used to. Mm-hmm. I mean, you just look at the thing where he says, "Thank you, Brad. Y'all butthorns need to listen to Brad here. He's good shit." You look at Brad, and I mean, literally, the side of the glasses, if Brad had an actual ear, they would be sitting on his ears, because it doesn't look like they come across the back of his head. It looks like the ear part.
Maybe some like screws there.
Well, yeah. I mean, screws for ears. He's a robot, but I'm saying like if it was a human, it looks like because sometimes when artists do 3D glasses, 3D anything, they will sometimes do the whole headband thing in the back so it looks more uniform. But I like this kind of retro.
I do too.
Yeah, absolutely. And why is it every time I see Dave, I keep thinking that his whole head is a video camera? You know, you mentioned last episode where green is when he's happy and red is when he's angry. All I can think of is when he's red, he's filming everything.
It's like it says, it's like 2001 Space Odyssey. I can't do that, Dave.
Yeah, I just clicked on that clip beforehand, and I still that movie is, oh god, that movie is so old now. I
don't
still
care.
have never
It's still good.
No, I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying, like, I didn't realize how old the movie was. I didn't realize it was a movie from 1968. I thought it was something like from our generation. So we've got Steve coming in here, and he needs Dave in the communications room because something's coming up on the radar.
Steve is awesome too. He's like the vet that is like missing every body part, but he won't give up. I love Steve.
Poor Steve. He oh boy. All I can think of seeing his left leg. Lieutenant Dan, you got magic legs.
He ain't got no legs.
And Dave assumes that it's going to be fucking aliens again. And they go to the...
He's seen stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they have this giant pod that just kind of... I love Dave. I really do. Like, I wasn't sure. Like, okay, so the first story, you know, as we talked about in episode 126, is basically the whole gist of the story is the alien invasion, the destruction of Earth. And here they're obviously, like we said, rebuilding and trying to move on. And then Ferrier just throws a complete 180 at us and throws time travel in.
I love it, though.
Oh, I know. I love it, too. I think it's great. Like, I wasn't sure what to expect from the second series after reading the first.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering where they were going for.
Yeah, because I thought, oh, you know, like Dave said, oh, no, not another alien invasion. Like, I thought it was going to be another alien invasion story, and I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad it's showing that basically what they've done here, folks, in this 4-issue story, in this second arc of the franchise here is... basically shown you the error of the robot's ways as the story will go along here. I love when Dave's like, "Banana pants, McFuck buttons. It was only a matter of time before something came out of that damn space gapper."
Ooh. Technical difficulties. Let's move on, shall we?
So yeah, something came out of that damn space gapper. Somebody asks him, should we put Earth on panic status? No, not yet. We don't need the planet losing all their shits over what very well could be just some weirdo space garbage.
Yeah, and he went that smart thinking.
Mm-hmm. I think that was Beth that was Beth that asked him that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of these faraway shots, when with like, I don't know, some of the angles and it's not a thing against the art, but it's hard for me to decide because it's a new character and hadn't seen her before. So,
you get a really good angle shot. I think is in the next issue.
Yeah.
Of her best side.
Yeah.
Her Beth side.
Yeah.
It's in there. I'm funny.
I love how I love how Dave in the next few panels basically is, because he's back in traffic stuck with the kids and you know Brad is just kind of blankly staring at him and he's like, shit, sorry Brad, language, don't talk like that, kids. Like, I thought that Ferrier was going to make this a PG-13 or a PG book after that, and then no, it gets even worse. Ass phone, now what?
I do like the creativity on this page because, yeah, you see Brad staring at him, and the next panels, is him seeing Dave through the red glass and Scotty through the blue glass. I love it.
Yeah, it is so awesome. It really, really is. The funny thing is that looking at the art here, he switched the glasses.
Did he?
Okay, you look at his blank expression when he's looking at them. Then we get the two panels with Dave on the left and Scotty on the right. Red for Dave and blue for Scotty. Next panel, the red's on the right. Yeah. Blue's on the left.
Maybe they're magical. They
magical 3D glasses with dungeon dice in the car.
Yep.
There's nothing like a bunch of fuzzy dice in a car, people.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with fuzzy dice.
So his ex, Sally.
I gotta talk. The little walking robot. I love how it's just okay. So it's a military robot. And it's got like floating hands, and it's just basically flipping Dave off. I love that one.
Where is that?
At the very top panel.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wow.
No love for Dave.
No love for Dave. Not at all. So Sally calls him. There's more drama that's going to take place here because they're still obviously split up. Sally has this new...
Boy. I guess you say Bo.
Robo toy, I guess you could say.
Yeah, Robo toy.
So, she's basically calling him because something's come up and she needs him just have Scotty spend the weekend at his place or whatever. And she cuts it out really, really fast, and he hangs up, and Scotty's just LOLing, and I love the ASDFGHJ.
Like someone just hit the keyboard, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. Absolutely. And the art, I mean, oh God, Ramon is doing such a good job. Especially with coming up with the hard light constructs out of this gun. Because they've gone... Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm going to give you the finger. And no, wait, that's not the finger. That's something completely different.
It's a 2-for-1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Quite literally. And we're not going to tell you what the one is, folks. Use your imagination. What are we thinking so far for the first issue with this basically being a father-son friend kind of trip?
Yeah, it's reading really quick because you see... what's going on in the future. You see the relationship between him and Sally and his son. You see that he is trying his best to be the best at his job because he doesn't want to get fired again. So yeah. But when I got to this point, I'm like, I don't know what to expect. What this pod is, but we will see that. So that was it's been really good.
Yeah. And we go to Sally's place, and Fred's being a whiny bitch.
Yeah, he's picked on because he needs to be a boy toy, and he's not being paid attention to.
Yeah.
And I love that someone is graffitiing their house, where it says Hillary sucks, and then later on, they cover it up with Hillary supports freedom of speech.
And you can, as they cover it up, you can, Scotty, Dave goes to pick Scotty up, and he and Fred kind of have a thing. And Sally and Dave talk for a bit, and then the dog humping starts.
Well, they got a dog, and the dog has taken after Scotty. Apparently.
Yeah, Scotty's been programming that dog with some bad shit right there.
Yes, sirree.
And the dog, I know it's a robot, but I was not expecting the dog to be able to talk.
I love it.
It's not, because he doesn't just talk, he also makes dog sounds. Mm-hmm. Put me down, you fucking sack of shit, Wolf. It's like, It's like, oh my god. Like, seriously.
Eat piss dick holes. Bark.
Okay, let's go already. Oh, jeez. Hello. Um, he's got a super soaker.
Yeah, so?
How did they work this stuff in? It is just so cool how Valentin and Ryan work. Ryan for the writing and Valentin, he's got a fucking Super Soaker 50, it looks like.
I love it.
Just, oh. For a comic that is set, years and years and years and years and years in the future, I mean, this is really a retro love letter to anything that we grew up with.
Well, the thing is, they've taken on, the human stuff. And they even talk about Terminator later on.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, they do. So, we get back to Dave's place. He tries to be the cool dad and just can't. Just falls flat on his robot face.
See, this is where I don't get... It's like Scotty just... He went nuts right here. It's just like he was being okay with his dad. As soon as he got home, it's like he went crazy. It's like, I don't love you anymore. Get away from me. I guess that's a little teenager, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. And he essentially farted in his face. Oh,
so disgusting.
So disgusting. And of course the dog wants some leg time.
That dog needs help.
Yeah. The dog and Scotty both need counseling, people.
Mm.
So they go downstairs and they watch this video, whatever it is, and you look around this room and there's a skateboard.
Yep.
There's a
RC car.
Giant. Well, if it was blue, I would almost say the larger one is Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And then orange one, the orange one could be Wheelie.
It kind of does look like a wheelie, huh?
Yeah, it kind of does. So Scotty and Brad have this this conversation about his dad, and they talk about how they're best friends, and we see this moment of them eventually holding hands, which we can only assume, which is there's anything wrong with that. I wasn't that was one thing I wasn't expecting. Gay teen robots, not like I said.
Well,
anything wrong
with that. They showed them being very sexual in the first series.
Yeah.
So why not homosexuality?
Yeah. Why not? Dave's upstairs asleep, and the dog is still humping his leg. Gravity meatball fuck buns.
Oh, I love the swearing. I'm not a big fan of lots of swearing, but for some reason it works in this comic.
Well, it works in this because he's okay. They use the word fuck, and they use ass, and they use shit, but jobs damn it, or jobs damn. For the love of walls. And ever since we did that first episode, in episode 120, the first review in episode 1, I still can't stop saying those two things now.
For the love of laws. I like that right? Myself.
So, he gets a call from Beth, and she's just leaving the office, and he wanted to keep him in the loop about how they have the crash thing there, and how two of the night shifters, only two people are going to be watching this thing. And the two guards, they're playing Go Fish. Okay, I know we've said that the robots have adapted the human customs, but at least play poker or blackjack or something. Go Fish,
Maybe
really?
that's the only deck that they had. Maybe they didn't have a poker deck. They only have a Go Fish deck.
Mm-hmm.
Strip old maid? I don't know.
Well, it's apparently strip fish,
Yeah,
is what it is.
strip fish.
Oh my god. It's just so.
It's
It's just so wrong, folks. It really, really is.
I love it. I think it's funny.
It's funny, yeah, but just seeing it play out is just so wrong. It's kind of like that. It's just kind of like that donkey show in Clerks too. It's so horrifying, yet I can't look away. Okay. So we get an alert from this pod thing. And they're all about party, and they're not even paying attention to the alert. And the pod thing opens up, and oh my god, humans!
Yeah, that was a good turn. I like that.
That was a really good turn for the first issue. Overall, how did you feel reading this back again?
Oh, I thought it was great. I think it was really fun. I mean, you get back with the characters. It's got a good pace. This one's definitely got a good pace to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it leaves you like wondering, okay, so what's happening to poor Dave? Will him and Beth actually get together, or you know?
I think they're a little too awkward. Both of them. It's not even like, okay, normally in like that first date scenario, one or the other is awkward, but they are both awkward.
We'll get to that in the next issue.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the first issue?
I'm loving it. I think it's great. I mean, I wasn't sure where they were going to take it.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I think it's interesting that they have the whole best friend kind of thing with Scotty and Brad, and it is what it is, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their choices. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I'll tell you this, folks. This is not a comic you should be showing to children at all.
No, not with all those cuss words.
Not just with the cuss
well,
words.
I know, but just
yeah.
You know what? You're saying some of the things that they say.
This series, the whole series, I mean, is really made for people like us, people that are from the 80s that would get the references or that would catch the little nuances, and it's just so cool. It's like more adults need to be reading this story. They really do. So the second issue, I assume we are opening up with a flashback or a dream.
He's having a dream.
He's dreaming. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the dog is
Yeah, the dog's having his way with his head.
Oh my god!
It's almost like burning him. What did they?
That's not burn.
No, look, it's red.
I know it's red, but that's not. Well, from friction maybe.
Okay.
But okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. At first, I thought it was something worse, but now I realize that it's actually smoke from the friction burn. But yeah,
Poor Dave.
That's the last thing we need is dog jizz on Dave's eye.
Probably won't be the last time.
No. I love how he says, go on, get out of here. Fuck you, Wolf.
I like his name, Peanut. It's as just P-N-U-T.
Yeah. For the love of Oz, what a dream. You guys both smell like farts. What time is it?
Poor guy.
Yeah. So we get another traffic scene.
Because this is pretty much life. And it's so true.
Yeah. It
I
really
feel like
is.
I'm in traffic. I'm in my car a lot too.
Yeah. So we get to the base and we see Beth show up, and we
We see her show up. Woohoo!
Yeah. Let's see. We see her softer side for a few minutes.
Bootylicious right there.
Yeah. Where's the Beyonce music when you really need it, right? Oh, God. And this is where we have the awkwardness between the two of them, because she's trying to ask him out on a date.
Because he's too chicken shit to ask her.
Yep.
Leave the woman to do all the work.
I would comment, but I'm not even going there.
Why not?
Let's just... All right, fine. Let's just say I won my woman's heart with the voice of Dick Grayson Robin. So there you go. I put in more than enough effort on that one.
You won your woman with Dick? What?
That's not even. Oh, you are such... Okay. Wow. That's not even where I was going with that at all.
You said it.
No, I didn't say it. I said Dick Grayson's voice. I said Dick Grayson's voice. I did not stop between the names.
You said it.
Oh, God. Now I gotta have her listen to this. Holy crap. Oh, son of a bitch. All right, so we get back to,
What?
Who knew? Tarbucks.
Oh, yeah, I love little stuff like this. So fun.
Oh, Tarbucks. When did issue 2 come out? Issue 2 came out sometime last year, because that's when the series debuted. Every time it's all Starbucks and the controversy's fault, but anytime I see Starbucks or any kind of reference to Starbucks in comics now, I'm like, when did this come out? If this came out around holiday 2015 or Halloween 2015, they really could have taken advantage and actually made fun of the holiday, the Starbucks red tube.
Oh. Let's see. Let me go look it up here.
Okay. While you're doing that,
okay.
We see Chad at Tarbucks with Dave.
I miss Chad. Creepy Chad.
Yeah, Chad got demoted to the mailroom over at Earth Power. And he's unlike Dante from Clerks. He's fine with his station in life.
Oh yeah.
He gets the same pay and benefits as before, but with 98% less responsibility. I am the American dream. It's just so funny. I got a full fly multi-grade double hydrocarbon 2-pump polyglycol non-ox low fuel frappa brap oilacino. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
How did you do that, Ferrier? How the hell did you work out Starbucks speak into the old language of the universe? That's hilarious. You find the date yet? So this was released right around 4 months ago, so September. So I think that was right before the Red Cup craze.
Yeah, that was more like around November.
October or November, yeah. Mm-hmm. So we have this coffee guy yelling out the order.
I love it. Love it.
Oh, I can't believe he fit that. That's just genius, dude. Mm-hmm. Just absolutely genius, Ferrier. Really, really works.
I like how the robot that is working like at a restaurant, it looks like he has pimples.
It's a teenager.
I know.
Yeah. Those are probably. I don't think I've ever seen that many pimples on an arm before, but okay.
It's robot pimples.
He's got a case of the chicken pox.
Yeah. Even better.
A pox on the robots.
Aww.
Oh, that's funny. So we get more with these two, and
I love Chad.
Yeah, he's awesome. And Dave needs dating advice from Chad.
Oh, why would you go to, what did they call him last series? Sleazy?
Yeah.
Sleazy? Why would you take advice from a guy that's his nickname?
Yeah, I don't know. We get back to the base. We get all the cadets, and one of them is trying to do push-ups. Or actually, no, someone kicked him down, and it looks like he's trying to do a push-up. Come on, get up, nerd.
A nerd with the 3.
Oh, it's all elite speak. Rock'em, sock'em, Betty Crock'em. What the hell? And we almost have a scene here that looks just like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, really.
That's what's awesome about it.
Seriously, yeah, it is so cool. So we get Scotty sticking up for Ted, who is the robot that's getting bullied. I like how Ferrier works in like all the family, the father-son issues, the friend issues, and then he even works in an anti-bullying thing without it seeming like, hey, kids...
It's out of place or,
Yeah, it doesn't fit out of place at all. It all fits into the story.
I like it too.
Yeah, absolutely. And he basically takes Ted's head off, quite literally. Heads up, chicken butt.
That's an 80s thing for sure.
Oh, yeah, chicken butt, yeah. That's most definitely an 80s thing. And he gets grounded for
a long time.
Are you out of your job's damn CPU? You almost killed him. You could be court-martialed. I could lose my job again. Mm-hmm. He was crapping on Brad. I did what I thought you would do. I thought you'd be proud of me. Guess not, bro.
Oh.
So we have...
you call my dad bro. Brah. It's brah.
Oh, God. Yeah, Scotty is such a 90s white kid. Mm-hmm. He really, really is. Like, the 90s white kids that used to wear the sagging pants and everything. It's just, oh, God. I wish that could be erased from my memory. So we see that Dave is gone to the modern looktorium.
Oh my gosh, this is like one of my favorite parts of this whole series.
Yeah, the psychology of it all.
Oh, cool.
Actually, no, it's not even psychology. I thought it was at first. I thought, because he goes, okay. So he goes to this place, and it's... Oh my God, I just noticed the Hillary for re-election.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they've been having that throughout the issues.
Yeah. So it's a place called New You, and it's a plastic surgery place, and he's coming to this place to have his face rearranged, quite literally.
Yeah, I would not trust this place. Look at the main doctor; he is terrifying.
You know what it reminds me of? Batman '89, Mirror. But I did my best, sir. Mirror! Mm-hmm. Reminds me of the Joker scene from Batman '89 when he goes crazy from seeing what he looks like. And honestly, once we see what Dave has selected for... Ferrier wrote a Batman '89 meets Face Off scene here.
Uh-huh.
It's like Jack Nicholson meets Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. It's like all at once. It's like, oh my God, there's just so much awesome here.
Oh, what he picks out, though. Oh.
Yeah, it's a bad Joker face.
No, actually, it looks like a mix between the V for Vendetta mask and a Kabuki mask.
That and the comedy mask from Shakespeare. No, serious.
It almost looks like actually I just lost the Perceptor turned into the Najita. Is that from? Yeah. That's kind of what it looks like.
Oh, what is?
Actually, it almost looks like Windblade.
No, don't you? No, you are done. You're canceled. Hell no.
The top part looks like Windblade.
Oh.
Look at it. Look at the red and the.
Yeah, I know.
Template.
No. You're so wrong.
Yeah, I'm right.
No, I'm not. I don't mean in the sense of being correct. I mean you are just so wrong. Oh Lord!
Finally got to her.
Do what?
Looks like Starscream finally got to her.
Oh my God! No, you did not just say that.
I did.
Holy crap! Oh my God! Okay, so what do we have next here?
So basically, he's calling, and now he has to go back to work because there's something going down. Where we see these other two cadets, and one, she could probably go to New U as well. She's got some special interests for everyone.
Yeah. but they got caught without their uniforms, sir. What? Strip, go fish. Oh my God. She looks like Medusa.
Yeah, because she's got her wires coming out of her head, and then she's got two missiles coming for her boobs, but it's coming out the other side as well.
Worst boob job in robot history.
Or best?
Oh, well, yeah, but
I wonder if those are functional.
I don't even. Oh my God, folks! This is by far the dirtiest podcast we've ever done, I think. And you look at the next panel where Steve is.
What is?
Oh, poor Steve. Steve is limping away. Strip, go fish. What do they think this is? A retirement party? For the love of laws, fire those ram holes. Scan approved. What up, Steve?
What up, Steve?
So we go into the pod room here. We see Beth in there, and oh God, it's just too creepy. He needs to take that face back off. We see Beth in here, and it seems like she's got flowers all over her, and she's got like a champagne flute, and Dave comes up, and Doc said it makes me look upbeat and not like I should live beneath an overpass. Is it too much? Be honest. Yes, Dave, it's too much.
At least she's honest.
Yeah, so they're on their date here. Dinner and dancing.
Oh,
sort of. Yeah. We then go, so we continue the date, we continue the awkward talking. He starts cursing.
And Beth is a smart girl. She figures it out.
Yeah, he's not over Sally.
Mm-hmm.
And he pretty much bombed the date, and we have a long, slow fart, which leads us into the next scene of Scotty and Brad in bed. And they don't kiss, they tink, people.
Yeah. Tink. Tink.
It's just so funny. And somehow the holographic stuff gets mangled around the...
I like it. I like how...
How the hell... Okay, let me look at this first panel here. All right. So they're laying down in the bed, and it looks like they're playing the video game, and it looks like it's pretty much on the ceiling. Brad isn't even really looking at the game. He's more so looking at Scotty, and he reaches over and blah, 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 and one thing leads to another, and then the game just seems to be...
Did you just blah, blah, blah sex?
Yeah. No. I yada-yada'd it.
I know, but you said blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least I didn't mention the bisque. No one is gonna get those references, folks.
Yeah, they are. There's side
So
notes
some
out
people
there.
will. So we have this whole scene between Scotty and Brad, the whole lovemaking scene thing, and then we have as they're kissing, kind of Brad is kind of kneeling in front of Scotty. We have a nuclear foam cloud, explosion cloud in the background behind them. Like, oh my god, this is
right. This is good. Yay!
Yeah. Good Gates, I've wanted to do that for so long. And they continue, and Dave with his new face comes back, and he basically catches them.
It's an awkwardness for everyone.
Yeah, it's very, very...
He's trying to play the cool dad, but he fails.
and Brad... it is Brad, because, you look like a murder sex bot, for fuck's sake, take it off. Oh, at least I don't look like a magic bullet had a baby with a Wall-E. Oh, my God.
Love the reference. Come on. Awesome.
And they ask him how the date was, and how did he know about that? And I've got your phone password. Duh. Oh, what murder my ass life. Oh. Phone, change password now. You have 48 messages. Oh, hell. So we get back to the base here. Scotty, Dave, and Brad all go in. And this is where they meet the humans. And this doesn't exactly go well.
Well, it depends. Well, yeah, it really doesn't.
Oh, there is no depends on what. No, there is no view at this. This does not go well for them at all. So they meet the humans. They were hiding like doofuses in a locker. No weapons. They were extremely susceptible. All I can think.
But this is where I have a problem. Okay, because in the last series they were talking about how Earth's lost atmosphere. So how are they surviving? Is that what the smoke that's going on in the room? Is that supposed to be oxygen for him?
I think so, possibly.
Okay, because that was a confusion I had with this. So
yeah, that would be my only conclusion, that the smoke stuff and the tanks on their backs there behind them are oxygen. And they're like, they're human. All right, joke's over. Let us go. This is Hog Gog. This, like I said, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. This does not go well. One of the humans spits on them. Gross. Should we zap him, sir? No, not yet. Overall, the second issue is simply amazing. It's just so cool. The whole series is just so cool. I like how that Ferrier took the second issue to explore the various relationships, whether it's Dave and Scotty and Sally, or whether it's Dave and Beth on the botched date, or whether it's Scotty and Brad on their consummation, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Absolutely love all of that stuff dealing with that. You mentioned that Dave kind of looks like a Windblade. One of my notes was, he almost Jokerized himself. Why? Oh, God. Valentin's art, I mean, everything here. The stuff with Scotty and Brad, all of the visual colors and the lines, just everything is so, so cool. This series just keeps getting better and better.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. All right. In issue 3, this one opens up with what is probably the best stuff out of the entire series. Breaking news, humans. What the fuck?
Well, if you think about it, they're reacting to how would we react if they finally came. Aliens are coming to Earth, you know. And,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I love the monologue here from the news. Again, Ferrier works in social commentary, so usually when social commentary on anything is done, it's so half-assed and it's just hammed in there.
Mm-hmm.
This really works. I mean, the reporter says, as always, we have no idea how to handle this.
I love it.
And we irresponsibly report this without any semblance of public reaction or journalistic integrity. Stay tuned for more breaking news on the matter, news that we will wildly speculate as fact. It's like he's poking fun at The Onion or E or TMZ or any of the stuff that we have today. It's just so hilarious.
I mean, just like the like I said, we said this in the last issue, like the background, just the little subtleties here and there. It makes this perfect. I love it.
So we get to this. I assume is I don't think it's the base. It looks like some sort of station or something. Train station, maybe? I don't know what this is supposed to be.
Which one? Oh,
the scene where we have. Yeah.
It's just the Metro Center where they're.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so one of the robots in the Metro Center says, "Humans, what are those? No clue. Fuck, let's panic." And we have the. You know, I really wonder if Rob Schneider is hiding in that newspaper bot. Oh boy. Extra, see all about it. Human meatbags on Earth. Corporate shill mouthpieces weigh in with outdated and ill-informed opinions. Get them while they're hot. Do we even have newspaper boys anymore? Like, I mean, you watch, you take Captain America, the First Avenger. Mm-hmm. That first Cap movie, and obviously part of that is set back in the 40s, and you still had newspaper boys back then. You know, you still had the extra read all about it. Like, do we even still have that kind of stuff today in big cities? I don't even think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, I love the homage. I think it's great that it's just this giant trash can looking robot. I mean, this robot has no face, has no nothing. Yeah. And he's holding up what looks to be digital print versions of a like. How would you describe these newspapers? I just like it that the future
that they're reading newspapers. Yeah. They're not getting like downloads or anything. They're actually reading the newspaper.
Mm-hmm. So the president wants Dave. No, not in that way. Get your mind out of the gutter, folks. So Hillary wants Dave to basically stop the humans here, and he's, something about that pod we need to know. And Beth is like, what the 404 are you doing? We need to talk.
I love that. That's awesome.
Okay, I know there's a lot of cursing in this series and in the first series, but I love it when Ferrier uses internet and computer speak as curse words.
I do too.
I mean, it's just, like, it's so original, and yet it's like with the Jobs Damn It or Oh For the Love of Waz or what, it's just so friggin' cool. And what the 404 are you doing? It just God,
it just seems so natural.
Yes, it seems so natural. So Scotty is pretty much like, no, we need to kill him, and Dave wants to go in and talk to them. And Dave goes in, hey, welcome to Earth. Go fuck your dumb robot face. Oh, hold up. I'm not gonna hurt him. Bull. Where the hell are we? I want a phone to call 911. Is there a 911? Where are all the humans?
I feel sorry for these two, because they... You imagine, hello, you
Yeah.
1,000 years in the future, and you're the only two flesh bags on the planet.
Mm-hmm. So we go into this sort of flashback kind of thing, and it's kind of like the birth of the robots. Robots? What the hell?
Robots.
Talk today. Robots. Thank you.
More of that
Robots.
coffee.
Need some more of something. I don't know. So we get back into this flashback, and Dave kind of sees how the creator of the robots sent his children forward into time, and we figure out that it's a time travel machine. And thank God Ryan wrote this as a Back to the Future kind of thing, only playing with time, because playing with time and space, no one wants to do that. Only the British want to do that with giant blue boxes.
Which is awesome. What I like about the flashback. I've got your disease. Okay.
The flashback, that's funny.
Oh my gosh. The flashback. I like their little ship kind of, it reminds me of the Tron ships, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they did that on purpose.
Yeah, the where it says we were losing.
Uh-huh.
That pretty much looks like a recognizer a little bit.
That's what they're called. Yeah.
Yep. So we go back to go back to the president. He's now watching the old history clips, and this new upgrade in our programming is really working overtime right now. TFW all the feels. Old archives, huh? Or do you just love watching yourself? So Beth comes in, and basically Dave says to her, it wasn't free, though. It came at a cost. Now that cost is back to rub it in our faces. You want me to just toe the line and kill him? What does that prove? What good is it? So we now have a story of conscience. Mm-hmm. Because we're coming back around and figuring out, as we figured out in the first series, that the robots wiped out all the humans. And we're now seeing the effects of that now that two of them are back. Mm-hmm. I absolutely love that.
Oh, it works great.
It works out so great. It really, really does. We go back to Scotty and Brad. They have a discussion about parents and about the fact that he grounded him, that Dave grounded Scotty, and then they eventually start tinking again, so there's that, and Dave walks in again. Like, doesn't he know how to knock?
Apparently not. I love all the Brock posters that are on his wall.
The Brock posters?
The Rock posters.
So oh, the Rock
the M-Fits, yeah. And you got Kiss right there.
You know,
you got the oil pistols, like the Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
Love it.
The M-Fits, yeah. There's no green-haired chick in that one.
No.
So, Scotty basically steals the car, and Brad and Dave take Sally's car because she shows up.
Mm-hmm. It's not Sally's car. It's
Fred's car. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Fred and Dave get into it, and Sally's like, "Oh, jobs, no," and Fred just hauls off and basically bitch slaps Dave because Dave called him a butthorn. And this pretty much is it for Fred. He ain't getting any more at all.
Sally is not impressed.
Nah. So they steal Fred's car. And they go chasing.
Yeah, this is where Scotty just goes completely
nuts.
Shit. Yeah.
Scotty goes completely nutsoid. So they go chasing him through the streets, and it's a really interesting chase. And I love all the character building between Dave and Brad. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Dave, drive better. Scotty gets away. He goes back to the base. And he's pretty much going to go in and kill the humans. And Dave crashes the car, so he has to come up riding on the girl's bicycle.
I love that. That is nice wheels.
Yeah. And the dog is with him, too, for some odd reason.
Because the dog was in the car?
Oh, that's right. Scotty is basically going to have defense take him out, which would not be good. And we have this really, really cool couple of panels with all the blasters and stuff.
Just all pointed at Dave. Love it.
Yeah. And it's all pretty much going to be blasting in his ass quite literally. And we have a psst, hey, come with me if you want to live. This is where the Terminator stuff happens.
Yeah, and they even say that.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love that they're that aware that they're doing all this Terminator stuff.
Oh, yeah. So Dave goes back to the time machine thing, and he gets in there, and holy crap, it's working! And he goes pretty much 500 years earlier to their time, where the humans pretty much still inherit the Earth. Oh, holy shitty balls, that's a rough ride. Oh. See, this is why I don't really ever want to time travel, because of the after effects.
Yeah, I've never heard anything good about it.
Nuh-uh. It's, we often talk about, like getting on a flight, flying, from wherever to wherever, and if it's, more than a 2-hour flight, sometimes you get jet lag and whatever else, and time jumping lag, yeah, no, I don't think I want that. So, we have, whoa, this is weird, y'all. And that's how issue 3 ends. So far, everywhere they've taken this series is just so good. It really is.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Good stuff.
So we have the final issue, the 4th issue here. And the coolest thing, and I think this happened in one of the other issues or one of the first series things, at the back of the issue they have tweets about each issue.
Mm-hmm.
In the 4th issue, one of them says, "Yo, Ryan Ryder, you should use this tweet on the back cover of D4VE2. That'd be funny, right? Like meta. Wait, am I trying too hard?" At Paul Allor. Mm-hmm. Yes, again. Paul Allor, for those that may be living under a rock, is another IDW writer. He wrote the TMNT 4-issue miniseries Turtles in Time, and he's written a lot of other stuff over there as well. So issue 4 starts out with, we're back in the past here. 182,500 night cycles to be for reals. In the past, and we're at Halcom Tech, and we see younger versions of the two humans that are in the future, the daughters of the creator here.
Man, this guy must be smoking a lot.
Why?
Because he always has a cloud of smoke around him. Their dad.
Oh yeah.
Man, how much smoke do you have to have if it follows you around?
Yeah, that's true. You notice the shirts, though? The Stooges and 9 Inch Nails?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
And Dave's like, wild. It's not that much different, I don't think. Can I see it? Earth? Oh, sure. A grown-ass, sentient asshole robot walking the streets some more. No big whoop. And the humans actually bond with the dog.
I know.
Which is funny.
Well, they got kind of like the same attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's way too much smoke. That guy must be smoking a hell of a lot of stuff. And save you from what? Save you from that Dave? I don't recall naming any of my bots Dave. Yeah, kind of a long story, but you did. And I'm here.
Kind of a long story, but yeah, it did happen.
Yep. We need to kill him, Daddy. You should see the future. It's so fucked. Yeah, what is this guy smoking a hole?
I know.
Well, and then that's not even that. No, we go back to we start out with this means my intelligence tech works, and then we go back to the future, quite literally. God damn it, Dave, you jerk! And then there's even more smoke.
Mm-hmm. He's smoking a lot.
Yep.
A lot.
Yep. And we have Scotty and Brad. Scotty still hates his dad for going back in time because he assumes that he's going to screw everything up. And if Dave, playing by the logic, if something happens to Dave in the past, that means Scotty won't be in the future. That means he and Brad's relationship would have never happened, and all these time paradoxes. Oh boy.
Now we get to the complicated stuff because of time travel.
Yeah. Well, at least it wasn't Scotty going back in time to have a relationship with his mom.
That's true.
Good old Clint Eastwood. Or no, Calvin Klein. Clint Eastwood was the third movie. That's right. And we see a lot of introspection from Dave in these following pages about how the only success he's ever had was in failure, and he takes something beautiful and turns it all to crap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. And we find that Dave he finds this Roomba.
Oh, this is like one of the best things about this whole series. Oh my gosh, I love this.
It is. You work here, pal? What's your... Because he assumes that because it's a robot, he assumes that it's sentient like he is, and it's really not. It's all programming. That little rug muncher never had a failure in his life. That is so a double entendre inside joke right there, people. No failed marriage, no genocide, no son that hates him. It just cleans all day and it wins. You smug little turd. So he starts destroying the thing, and then he rebuilds it.
Oh, with his special little Dave upgrade, remember?
Yep. The Dave upgrade is back, people.
I like that they're using it again, but I hope it doesn't become a thing where it's,
Well, it only becomes a thing right here, I think.
Well, I'm saying in the future.
No, I don't think so, and I don't know if there's going to be another series after this.
I so.
I hope so too, but I just don't know. So Dave, we got to run some tests on what the hell's he done. Oh me, oh my. Others have seen what is and asked and what the hell does that say? Others have seen what is and asked why. I have seen what could be and asked why not. So he has made the Roomba independent, and the Roomba's not gonna abide to his programming anymore. And the dog finds a new hump toy.
Oh god, that dog.
Dog is a running joke. So they talk about what's going to become of his Earth and his kids and the jobs and all that stuff, and he's like, oh, you should have never made me, dude, but Dave, I haven't yet, and here you are. Mm-hmm. I kill with every feeling in me, you create with none. That's deep.
Yeah. There's so much into these next couple pages.
Mm-hmm. There's the whole page with his monologue where he's looking out at the moon.
I love how the cord's wrapped around like a skull.
Yeah. It's because apparently death follows Dave all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they bring it back around with the original scene in the original series.
Oh, I know.
And then this scene,
Kick him in the balls, kicking God.
yeah. Hey there, God, it's me, Dave. Yeah, you remember. Well, I'm gonna punch you again real soon, square in your dick, for everything, ever. And he goes to commit suicide. And they're like, fuck that noise. I know you're hurt, Dave, and I know there's no way out that would end your crisis, but we can't let you do that. So they save him. And they figure out she talks about Jiminy Cricket, and the other girl's like, what? I know what you mean. I hate that guy. So they basically kick him back into the pod, and they stay there at home, but they basically send him back to the future.
Back to the future.
Yeah. Sweet baby Gates, I'm back. Re-elect Roombo for more years.
I know, more.
And,
So,
no
you know what? Some things have changed, but it's still very similar. There's only these few slight differences so far.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You done doofed, Daddy Pants. You did done up and did it, didn't you, dummy? By order of President Roombo, you're under arrest. Time fuckery comes with the penalty of deactivation.
Oh, jeez.
Should have listened to me, Pops. And he's like, I deserve this. So Dave breaks free of the cuffs and tries to reason with them all. Scotty tries to fight him, and Dave's not going to fight his own son. Scotty beats the ever-living crap out of him, but at the same time, he says, I fucking love you, dude.
I know, I got a little confused there.
Yeah, that was, why have you done this to me? I'm just trying to make you happy, to make me happy for once. Why do you have to be such a fucking hero all the time? I never wanted you to be anything like me. And you're lying. I'm so proud of you, not for who you think you should be, but for who you're turning into. So we have this nice, touching father-son moment. We have Scotty and Brad kissing on live television. And Scotty basically saying that they all have to be different, they have to change.
Yeah, he needs to start with himself.
Yeah.
Scotty needs to go to therapy.
Yeah. Pretty much does. A decision from the honorable and totally rad President Roombo expected later this week. He tried this time. He did. And they are dismantling it looks like, are they dismantling it, or what are they doing to the statue?
You don't remember? It goes to, so they're rearranging it. Remember, because at the end.
Mm-hmm. So we get, we go to 45 night cycles later. It's Dave. Obs, this is my son here next to me, Scotty. Sup, y'all?
Sup?
So he talks about Scotty and everything else, and they have this unveiling of this new statue, and it's essentially father and son. Or no,
it's the two humans.
Oh, it's the two. Yeah, it's the two humans. That's what it is.
It's the sisters.
Yep. Then we go to 90 night cycles later. Thanks for the ride, Bad Boys 7 tonight.
Because
we haven't even gotten 3 yet. Come on, Ferrier. I know it's the future, but come on. You're just teasing us now. So we have, an I love you exchange. Eddie's soldier, another beautiful day.
I love this end because it has different icons in history.
Yep.
And I love it.
Yep. Absolutely awesome. Quiet, I'm book reading.
I'm a book reading.
So what do you want to do? I don't know. I want to F some shit up? No, I really don't.
No, Dave's had enough of that.
Yeah.
And I love the very last thing that you see. The very last thing you see in this is the Terminator.
Yeah. Ryan and Valentin love their Terminator references.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome.
No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
I just love that. I love that last panel. It's everything the series is about, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. What I love about this is I never saw the story progression coming. I mean, it progresses so nicely and it evolves. And as I said earlier, Ferrier on the writing, he takes so many things and melds them together so well. It is so fluid.
Oh, I agree.
Nothing in the story feels disjointed. I don't even have any issues with the art at all. Like, there's just nothing wrong with this series, folks.
The only thing I will complain about is the last issue. Because I really feel like this should have been 2 issues. It felt a little hurried up. I mean, they went from E-Earth, E4 Earth, to Human Earth and back. And to me, that should have taken 2 issues. Because I think I would have liked to see more with the father, the daughters, their dad who created. I'd like to see more about that. But that seemed like it was totally skipped over.
Well, we had already had the flashback for it.
I know, but I wanted to see.
But you wanted to see more of their relationship.
I wanted to see. Well, how did he come up with the idea? Did he just totally steal it from Dave? I mean, it just felt a little rushed. I really would have loved to have seen this last issue into 2 issues. That's my only complaint.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think, if we even get a 3rd arc, where do you, like I said, I didn't see anything. As I was reading through the original series that we talked about in the last podcast and the second series here, I didn't see any of this stuff. Like, I couldn't, you know how normally you can predict the end of a movie or you can predict what's, and that guy's going to shoot that guy with that, I mean, we've all done that, but with this story, I don't even know what I would even expect or hope to see for the next.
I would like to see what damage or what changes has been made from him going time traveling. We see that the Roomba's president, so there's got to be something different there, Yeah. I'd like to see more. I'd like to see Scotty kind of grow up, get upgraded. If he's thinking he's going to be some bigwig, big shot, he needs to be upgraded.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I'd like to see whether he gets back with Sally or he goes with Beth, or maybe Sally and Beth get together.
Oh wow. Oh, that's a whole other bottle of turtle wax, people. Oh boy. Yeah, overall, I am so glad we did this. I am so glad I was able to finally catch up to this series because, wow, this series is...
It's good stuff.
Just
fun.
So...
And if you might think we spoiled some stuff, we really didn't. There's a lot of goodness.
I've said a few. We've both said a few lines from the comic, and we've talked over the major plot points. But we haven't really spoiled every single aspect of the book. I mean,
the artwork. You got to go check out the artwork. It's beautiful.
Valentin Ramon is probably at this point, for this style of robot story, for his, like, he does the best humanoid robots. I mean, these things look like something out of iRobot. And, I mean, you know, for a while there in this second arc, I was really having flashbacks to iRobot a lot when I was reading this.
There was a couple of robots in the background that looked very similar, you know?
Yep, absolutely. All right, I know you hate doing this, but overall series rating for the second arc?
The second arc, I'm going to give it a 4 just because I really felt that last issue was a little rushed to me. I would have loved to see this as a 5-issue. But the artwork, the story, overall was great. Loved it.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 4.5. There were times where I understand what Scotty's going through, but there were a few times where his character is just like so mad at Dave for, it seems like, you know, good reasons, but there were just times where he was just downright mean to Dave when, you know, Dave's just trying to be his dad. I mean, I can understand walking in on your kid and stuff like that, but I don't know. There was just some other times in the series here where he was a little bit too mean to Dave. So I'll give it a 4.5.
Cool.
We're going to take a quick break, come back with final thoughts, and then tease up what's coming next on the pull bag after this.
It's action. It's drama. It's comedy. It's Decian, the superhero webcomic. Decian's got superhero antics and sexy girls. Read it now at Decian.com. DASIEN.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, TFG1Mike here from the Geekcast Radio Network.
Ooh. Technical difficulties. Let's move on, shall we?
Have you been listening to my comic podcast, The Pull Bag, on the GCRN? We've been going strong since 2013, and now I'm putting a call out to you, the internet. Here's your chance to tell your comic reading stories. I'm looking for podcasters who read, collect, or are otherwise involved in comics. Comic writers, artists, enthusiasts, anyone. So, if you want to jump inside the pull bag and be on an Origins episode, there are only 5 requirements. You must be over the age of 21. We are an explicit network. You must have a decent sounding microphone set up. You must have 6 months to 1 year of podcasting experience. You must have 30 minutes to an hour to podcast. And number 5, and most importantly, you must have fun. If you can meet all these requirements, then send an email to feedback@geekcastradio.com. In the subject line, put TPB Origins Guest Appearance and your name, nickname, or online handle, whatever you choose to use. And as always, make your great escape into comics. I have been TFG1Mike for the Pull Bag and the GCRN. Unleash the geek in you.
I'm not hearing this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the Pull Bag, episode 127. That's going to do it for the month of January. We had the Year 4 update, we had the holiday leftovers, and then D4VE version Volume 1, and now D4VE2, the second arc. Coming up is Fiendship is Friendship February, where Nicole and I will be covering Ponytails Volumes 1 and 2, Fiendship is Magic, which is the villains one-shots, and then Friendship is Magic and Friends Forever, 2 trades in 1 podcast. So there's going to be that. Also in February, hopefully, we're going to have TMNT issues 51 and 52 in episode 128, and we're going to hopefully be doing for Valentine's Day the Gem Valentine's Day special. So basically, you're getting 6 podcasts in February. It's a leap year, folks. It's the only excuse that I can make up, because normally I would not put six podcasts. I kind of stopped doing that in like year 3. Year 2 was like 13 shows in 1 month or something like that. But we have, even though we only have 4 Wednesdays in February, it's probably going to be doubled up. Episode 128, which is going to be TMNT 51, 52, may even get doubled up. I don't know. It depends on when I can record that with Joe. So But yeah, Nicole's going to be here for all of February for pony stuff. The first ever pony coverage outside of Tooncast Beyond episode 64, where Jen and I talked about My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 1. So, yeah, it's pony time, people. It's time to go to Ponyville.
It's about time, jeez.
It's about time, jeez. Come on.
Ponies are awesome. Yeah. The world needs to know this.
For girls.
It is not. I'm gonna kick you right in the balls. Just like.
You're fired.
All right, folks. Before we really close this out, which whatever. Want to preview Ryan Ferrier and Valentin Ramon's new series, All Good Things Must Come to an End. The Bad Things Don't. Hot Damn is the name of the new series from Ferrier and Ramon at IDW. Every now and then a comic comes along with a title so great that you just have to sit there for a moment wondering why no one has used it before. This week, we got the latest entry in that canon with the announcement of Hot Damn, a new 4-issue miniseries from Ryan Ferrier and Valentin Ramon, the creators of IDW's D4VE. This is coming from ComicsAlliance.com. Set for release in April, Hot Damn is a look at the afterlife, and as you might expect from the title and the goat with the pentagram on its head in the image, it is not the one with the harps and the fluffy clouds. Instead, a young man finds himself condemned to eternal damnation, but not the kind he's ever heard of before. Check out the exclusive reveal and cover, more information, blah, blah. So, let's see. They had asked Ferrier to explain the big idea behind Hot Damn, and he said, take everything you've been shown about the afterlife, the good, the bad, and throw it in a blender full of vodka and crystal light. This isn't the heaven or hell you're used to being shown, and we're deconstructing the very essence of them faster than Bob the Builder on Coke in Rewind. Yeah, we gotta interview this guy like now. Oh my god, that was one of the purposes of us even reviewing D4VE was to eventually get an interview with Ryan, because
that'd be awesome.
This guy is just gonna be so fun to talk to.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
He says, in Hot Damn, we're blurring every line, good and evil, faith and obsession, penance and indulgence, with one very wayward, self-destructive young man at the center of it. Teddy Graham, yes, like the Crackers. Teddy has lived fast and died young, thanks to his own doings, but soon finds that his wild ride isn't over at all. In fact, it's gone even more off the rails, with no help from his demon sponsor, Costello, who can be best described as a lounge singer turned goat, and it isn't neat until everything gets turned up to 1,000 that Teddy realizes who he is and what he's done, and how he is stuck with it, his conscience forever and ever. Or is he? Ferrier describes Hot Damn as the ultimate redemption story, and he is thrilled to be reunited with D4VE collaborator Valentin Ramon. We are conjoined twins, sharing the same twisted brain, and I'm honestly terrified that IDW has agreed to let us out of our crates once more.
Oh, that's awesome. I think that IDW knows that they're good. That's why they want to keep them.
Oh,
that's why they got them for their second series. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you look at the teaser image at the top of the article here. It's a goat with a pentagram on its head. It's just so simple. Then you see the main cover. The solicitation here says the masterminds of D4VE Arena with Hot Damn, and they're taking you straight to hell. Hard living catches up to Teddy, and eternal damnation awaits, but is nothing like the good book tells you. Hell is a therapy session you can never leave.
It does sound really good. It sounds
so reviewing this when this comes out. Since it's only a 4-issue miniseries, it's probably going to go into the Pullbag's monthly rotation, and we're just going to have 4 episodes, one for each book, because this sounds so fucking awesome.
I can't wait to see their view on everything. They really have sold this.
Holy rusted metal, Batman!
Huh?
Where can the people find you online?
Just Google BeatlesDiva. That's Beatles like the band, not the bug. You'll find me. There's no other Beatles out there, so it's me.
Yeah. If you try searching for the bug, it's not going to work.
It might.
It might. Oh, I think I tried it once and nothing came up. But all right, you can find me at TFG1Mike. You can follow at Geekcast Radio on Twitter, at the Pullbag on Twitter as well. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/thepullbag, and the Geekcast Radio Network as well. Also, head on over to geekcastradio.com. Check out all of the content we have there. Tune in next month for Fiendship is what? Yeah, I know. Well, 7 years. Tune in next month for Fiendship is Friendship February. Make your greatest game in the comics. We will catch you next time.
Aloha.
You've just heard the latest episode of The Pullbag, the GCRN's comic review and discussion podcast. There are several ways to get in touch with us and leave feedback for the show. You can visit the website, geekcastradio.com, where you can comment on the episode and all of our different podcasts. You can rate our show on iTunes. Be sure to leave us feedback. Call the voicemail line, 502-526-5821. Please remember to tell us the show you are leaving the message for, and your name. Become a fan of us on Facebook by searching Geekcast Radio Network. Send us an email feedback at geekcastradio.com. Follow us on Twitter at GeekCastRadio. So until next time, make your great escape into comics and unleash the geek in you.